Okay children, now we are going to see the three main types of the tense. See the chart over here. I have mentioned it, present, past and future. As you all know, these are the three basic types of the tense. And you know that each of these three types have four subtypes. Okay, first is the indefinite, then the continuous. That is, how do we read them? Present indefinite. Indefinite means the simple present tense which you call. Okay, it is also called the simple present tense. It is not definite. It is not meaning is that not definite. Indefinite, present indefinite or simple present tense. Then present continuous tense, present perfect tense and present perfect continuous tense. Similarly, here also past indefinite, past continuous, past perfect and past perfect continuous. Same here, future indefinite, future continuous, future perfect and future perfect continuous. So in all total, you can see there are 12 types. Okay, 3 divided into 4 each. There are 12 types of tense. Now, pay very much attention because you know, if you miss anything here, you can repeat, okay, replay my video and see again. But while watching the video, you have to be very careful in understanding. Otherwise, you are never going to learn this. So many videos are also available, no doubt. But I am trying to give you the best. So we are going to deal with now all of them one by one. Now see children, here I have mentioned the beginning of the tense, that is the simple present tense. That is also called present indefinite tense. Here you can see the formula written over here. This is the basic structure of all the 12 types of tense in assertive sentences. Yes, if your sentence is a question, slight change will be there in the pattern, in the parts will be rearranged, but this is the basic structure of sentence in all the 12 types of tense. Here subject plus verb plus object says that if subject will not change, you already know object will not change, we have to make changes only in the verb part. Okay, I'll give you one trick also, my own trick. Look here, many people, they feel the topic tends to be the at most difficult topic in the grammar part. But no, it is the easiest if you understand it in this trick, in this way. Okay, by this trick. See, consider the verb to be the heart of the sentence. Like human body has a heart. Without the heart, the body is not going to survive in the world. Same way, the sentence is not going to survive without the verb. Verb is the heart of the sentence. So what we have to do? We have to only transplant the heart and make the sentence living. Yes, in the tense, nothing you have to do, only you have to make the changes in the verb according to the rules, formula, and then you are going to change any type of sentence into another type. Look here, I have mentioned this part. In the simple present, what we have to do? We simple present, the first type of the tense, first subtype of the first type. So it is the very first beginning of the tense. So here also we will start with the first form of the verb. There are 3 forms. This way you can remember with easy tricks that in the first of the first tense I have to use the first form of the verb. But according to the subject, as I have told you, some changes you have to make in the verb. So you have to put S or ES. In the first form, S or ES only with the third person singular subjects. With the first person singular plural, no change. With the second person singular plural, no change. With the third person plural subjects, they, my friends, any relations, names, in the plural sense, you will not put S or ES. Only with the singular subjects in the third person, he, she, it, any single name, relation, you have to add S or ES in the first form. And then object as it is. As you can see in the example, look here, I have taken 4 different types of subjects according to the persons. All the persons I have tried to cover. I first person, you second person, and these two singular and plural third persons. So see, we will take a common sentence for all so that you will be able to make the difference. I drink the milk. Okay, this we have made the change over here. I will be the same in all. The milk object will be the same, only this verb part will change. See, drink is the first form. Okay, with first person, second person, no SES. Directly the first form of the verb from your verb form table. You, again, see the rule here. We have to use directly the first form and the milk as it is. Come here. I have told you in the third person singular subjects you have to place S or ES. So he drink, and then according to the spelling of the verb, some verbs they take ES like goes, GOES, do, DOES, but some maximum verbs they take only S. So he drinks the milk. Focus only on the verb, only in the heart of the sentence. They, again, they is plural, not singular but third person. So directly the first form without S or ES. They drink the milk. Clear? This is the way to learn or remember the present simple tense. Very easy it is. The simple as the name suggests. Okay. Now when do we use? The question arises, when to use this tense? Okay, while writing, you may learn, you will get a question in the exam that change this sentence into simple present, so you will be able to change now. But while speaking, when to use? There are 12. As I am speaking now, I am using different types of tenses, but you should know when to use this simple present in practical life while speaking. So we use this present simple tense to make plans in near future. Okay, or the things which are regularly going on every time as it is. Like the sun rises in the east. Is the sun going to rise in the west tomorrow or any day? No. Throughout your life you will find that the sun will always rise from the east only. Can you change it? Can I change it? No. So the things which are permanent and fixed, universal, nobody can change them. So for those things you have to use simple present tense. Don't say the sun will rise in the east. So today it has risen from the west or what? North or south? No. So the sun rises in the east, always rises. And the sun is third person singular. Third person. I am not the sun, you are not the sun, third person. So third person and singular, sun is only one. So we have to use S, rises, in the verb rise. So this way the things which are fixed and permanent, or the things which are universal truth. Okay, like I brush my teeth daily. Okay, is there anybody who doesn't brush daily? That will be a bad habit. You should. So come to the practical point that I brush my teeth daily. It is a daily routine. It should be your daily habit. So what is the conclusion drawn over here? That for daily routine activities, for your habits, natural things, universal truth, the facts which are permanent and fixed, nobody can change. For those things you have to use simple present tense. Got it very clear? So this is the use of simple present tense, and here is how to use it. Okay. Now I am going to explain you the second type of the first, that is the present. Second type, which is the present continuous tense.